Hello, my name's Ethan Minsker. I'm the curator, or one of the curators of the Box Show, presented by the Antagonist Art Movement. Today, Monday, November 6, 2006, we did a group art show based on the theme of a box. So we had 20 different artists making boxes, decorating boxes, filling boxes. The Antagonist Movement does group art shows here every 3 months in a bar. And this theme was just based on the idea I wanted to incorporate some more sculpture into our art shows, because usually it's two-dimensional or just painting or flat. So we wanted to try to get these artists to make something a little more three-dimensional.
I'm right here by Just Drummer, kind of.
The beautiful Andi Mags.
Hi, what do you want to know?
Where are you from?
I'm from Boringland.
Boringland, Massachusetts?
No, Boringland, Connecticut. It's full of really pretty trees and rich douchebags. They suck.
What are you doing here today?
Today, I'm drinking beer.
Describe your piece.
My piece is something that I've been stressing about for months since I knew that they asked me to be in the show or whatever. So I took a ton of photos, and I have bloopers and outtakes, which you're not going to see because there's like nipple in some of them. But this one, you know, it's totally clean-ish.
Somewhat.
I'm naked, but you can't see anything. It's cool. And so I took a ton of photos, and the one that I liked the best, the box of me, the box that I'm in for this thing that I was trying to get into or out of or whatever. I was trying to get into it at the time because it was like, you know, a small box, and I have hips and I'm a girl. So
rock on!
So it looked like that, and I was really psyched. You can like zoom in on that, right? Like zoom in on the thing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Andi Mags.
Yeah.
And I did a piece in there, which was me, Lee, and Ted Riederer together as a group made one piece. It's a plexiglass box that we filled. I made the background, which was a 3-story house with a tree and a basement and a subcellar. So unpainted it, and then Ted made the people in it.
Ethan said you did the little figures in it. Did the little figures represent anyone in particular?
No. It was sort of an exquisite corpse of sorts. Ethan made the house. His girlfriend made the tree, and then I got to do whatever I wanted. So I decided to make a bunch of mice rocking out in the basement, playing to like a crowd of roaches, and then people in the house reacting to that. Under the tree, there's
Beneath
some
the
worms.
tree.
There's some worms rocking out upside down because they don't really have to obey gravity so much. So they're upside down. And then there's like a dead body that was buried there years and years ago. The kid's digging the band, and he's got his ear pressed to the floorboards, checking out the rap band. Dad's bumming out.
Are you a member of the Antagonist Movement?
Am I a member? Yes. Proud card-carrying member.
See this shit what we antagonists gotta do?
Mine is a box with a cardboard painting in it, and has like a lot of different people in it trying to get out, and has some string wrapped around it too.
I did not construct a box. I actually did a painting of a friend of mine trapped within a box. And basically my painting is, it symbolizes the fears and anxieties, the mental stresses, and the hardships that I've gone through since I moved to New York from Colorado. And it really represents basically how each and every one of us constructs our own boxes mentally that represses us, debilitates us from actually achieving the goals and aspirations that we initially wanted to do, like the fear of rejection and the fear of not having good ideas or being creative enough or earning, the money that we wish to. Instead of getting a fucking job at Starbucks, I want to be here to create and earn money that way. And it just really has to do with the fear and anxiety of going through all those emotions.
You represent.
See the wallet.
Represent, homies. What's your name?
My name? Rib One. Well, it's called pretend. There's a lot of people pretend that there's something and then they're not.
So pretending. And women.
That was pretty much what was going through my head while I painted it, yeah. There's a lot of skulls. And it was, since it's close to Halloween, I was kind of on the sugar skull tip. You know, because, I don't know, I was looking for a rebirth and like a celebration of life instead of like death. You know, because of the death of a relationship or whatever it is. It's called Pretend, and take from it what you want. It's got words on it. You have to read it.
Reb, where are you from?
Well, where do I live now?
I don't know.
I'm in Connecticut now.
And where are you from originally?
Connecticut. But they consider me a New York artist
Because you're here all the fucking time.
well, when I lived in New York is when I started showing my art, so I'm a New
Okay.
York artist.
It's in New York.
My heart's still here. Yeah, you gotta cut. You're gonna have to cut this a lot.
Yes,
edit
that's
the
it.
shit
They're only
out
going to
of this.
use like
A little bit.
30 seconds of anything.
Flip, box, skulls,
Yeah,
rib, one.
Rip it up, everyone. If you have a skull to donate to Rib One, it would be greatly appreciated.
And remember,
I only have one and I'm using it.
only eat
We could use that
skull-
one too.
Only eat skull pudding.
It's good for the brain.
Where we going? Right around the corner.
Cold out here.
I want to see if I can get every single person lighting their cigarette at the beginning of the interview.
My name is Gothic Hangman, and I'm from Bleecker Street. And my purpose is to antagonize every living one of you.
Can you describe the box for me, please?
It's 9 by 12 inches. It's exactly about an inch deep. it's
So bad.
it's covered in leather and paper and sawed off bits of starfish and what else? Oh, it's got a letter in it.
Oh, that's what I was right. Paper.
There's a letter inside of my box. They'll have to x-ray it to find out what it says. And it has a lovely pen and ink dragon on the front of it. A little snap dragon, huh?
Any reason why you put the dragon?
'Cause I felt like it.
It's good enough for me. What's the title of it?
Letterbox.
Describe mine. Well, it's all based around this little magnet.
Now I got it.
When I was asked to do the show, I didn't really have an idea. They just said, you know, you have to make a box 12 inches by 12 inches or smaller and do something with it. I did the sketch of this octopus with damaged tentacles, and well, basically I wanted to make magnets out of it, so I just used it as my inspiration, and I made an octopus out of wood and basically anything I can find at a hardware store, and just tried to make it as sort of generic as I could without putting anything crazy or trying to make it look realistic. And that was basically it.
State your name and where you're from.
Dana Ong.
Where are you from, Dana?
Originally St. Louis, New York.
What are you doing here?
I'm here for the opening of the box show. I have a piece in the show.
Can you describe your piece, please?
It's a ballad of a dead girl.
Okay.
I work in leather. I make leather clothes like this thing. And so I was incorporating leather and painting and sculpture into a little box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No particular inspiration, like somebody you just
Oh, yeah,
wanted
it
to
was-
kill or anything like that?
No, I've had a lot of deaths in the last 10 years, and this was the first one. Suicide. The first suicide when I was a teenager. Someone I knew.
Oh, okay.
Instead of it being sentimental, it's sort of an ode to her dark side,
So it's like
to her
paying
insanity,
Okay.
acknowledging her insanity, which is what I miss about her mostly.
Yeah. So, what's the name of the piece? Is it Ballad of a Dead Girl?
It's the ballad of Shannon Marie.
Awesome. I gotta hear that song today.
Yep.
State your name and your purpose.
Anthony Guido.
What are you?
An artist, an antagonist, whatever you want to call me.
Where are you from, Anthony?
New York.
Okay, can you tell me what are you doing here today at the box show?
Showing pretty paintings.
No paintings.
Showing a box. It's painted. It's a painting.
A painted box about what?
The box I painted tonight is done in tattoo flash style because recently I've started tattooing, and so I'm taking, some of my art has also gone in that direction. So I wanted to do a box with some cool tattoo flash on it. So my box has an old school American style snake with an arrow through him. It's got some gems on it with some clouds, and it's also got an old school tattoo skull. The snake represents death. The gems represent money or riches, and the skull represents mortality, which is the age-old saying of you live, you try to make some money, and then you die.
So what's the name of the box?
It's Death and Riches.
Thank you, Anthony.
You're
Enjoy
welcome.
your cigarette.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I do what I can do.